Didn't even realize I pressed it yet. Okay, honestly, be real with yourself right now. Have you snapped at anyone today? Like, I mean like a fierce snap, you know? Or have you felt like you were like full blown, like stopped in your tracks by your anxiety and you just felt like you were unable to do just the bare minimum today? Today was a struggle. Basically, when you say you're addressing your sugar intake, you can basically say you're addressing your anxiety and your irritability, your mood swings, and your stress. They're all in the same boat there. And then when you say it like that, like I just have, it does kind of seem worthwhile to do it, doesn't it? To address all those things just by tackling your sugar intake, right? Like, learn how to subtly and easily eat less sugar, and at the same time, like, stop snapping at your husband and be less frustrated and like completely frazzled with your kids, and stop having anxiety crush your dreams and your productivity each and every day. Like, it seems worthwhile, right? So listen up on how to end anxiety, mood swings, and irritability through your eating and through curbing that sugar intake. Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, the go-to place for moms who are looking to transform their habits, bodies, and wallets. For moms to go from burnt out to knockout. You guys know that that is my jam. Okay, so I'm getting right into it today. There is so much I want to go over, okay? But if you want to stop anxiety and get like a real hold of it and actually cure yourself at it, you have to look at what you're eating. You have to. It's the number one thing you can do like right now, today, that will make a difference with your anxiety and your mood swings and your irritability and all those horrible things that are really holding you back as a mom and as a woman, right? Because ultimately, like, it all comes down to like one thing, which is blood sugar stability. I know, it's super sexy and super interesting when I start talking about this stuff. I don't want you to get overwhelmed though when I say that. Like, I'm not going to launch into too much of the science behind it. I want to keep it interesting for you and easy to consume. So I'll just get to what you like really need to know. Like, stabilizing your blood sugar is king for handling your anxiety. Absolutely 110%, because low blood sugar levels like mimics anxiety, like full stop. It mimics it, because this is the like vicious, horrid cycle that happens. Let me walk you through it, okay? You eat more sugar than you should, or that your body was really ready for. Your levels then spike, right? And then the inevitable drop right after, which means you're then craving more sugar. Body's like, where did it go? And then when that happens, you'll eat a crap load more sugar, like setting yourself up for another spike, because it feels good in the moment, doesn't it? And then when that spike happens, there'll be a drop right after. And then really, like, the more sugar you eat, the more you end up being depleted in other nutrients, further impairs your body's ability to control blood sugar levels. And this horrible little roller coaster ride is accompanied by its right-hand man, anxiety and mood swings. When you're going up and down on this roller coaster, you have terrible mood swings and your anxiety is massive. And all the blood sugar swings call on the adrenaline glands to produce like intensely high levels of cortisol, which we all know is a stress hormone. So they ultimately stress the adrenal glands out massively, meaning there's another vicious cycle going on. And then worse blood sugar control, all in all, wrapped up all together. This huge storm is happening internally and you have no idea, because you're just sat back eating the sugar thinking it's okay. That said, step one is really determining if sugar is to blame for your anxiety and your mood swings. You guys know I'm only about doing what is absolutely necessary, right? Like, don't make your life harder than it has to be. You're a busy mom and a busy woman. Let's not set hoops and barriers if you don't really have to, you know? So when determining if sugar really is to blame for your anxiety and your mood swings, here is a list of questions I usually go through with clients to see if we need to start combating sugar consumption. So if you agree to at least 3 or more of these, at least 3, okay, I would say you need to start taking sugar out of your diet and trialing if this could work for you and if this could be super beneficial for you. Side note though, always trial this on your own body and do so gradually, okay? You don't need to completely cut out every ounce of sugar right from day one. That is no good for anyone, okay? There's a trial period, trust me. So the question, number 1, do you add sugar or sweetener to any foods or beverages? So this includes tea and coffee. Secondly, do you eat processed foods? So we're talking sweets, chocolates, cookies, cakes, like you guys know the pattern here that I'm getting at, on the regular. Do you drink regular sodas or diet drinks? 4, do you feel like you need something sweet after every meal? So I'm talking that you are an absolute sucker for dessert here. And do you tend to overdo it with sugary foods when you start? So I'm talking like eating a whole box of cookies rather than the 1 or 2 that you intended to when you first opened it, or the whole bar of chocolate rather than just a few pieces. And do you feel like you need something sweet to really feel happy or calm or to de-stress after a long day or even energized? Do you always go back to those sweet treats? Lastly, do you use willpower to avoid sugar and then end up feeling super deprived when you're not eating it? Or on the flip side, if you do go ahead and eat it, you feel super shameful and guilty for actually doing it. So again, if you nodded along to at least 3 of these, thinking like, yeah, that's definitely me, then you need to start testing out taking sugar out of your diet to help with your anxiety, because it will absolutely work for you. Those are the signs that you are over consuming on sugar and that it is killing you in terms of your anxiety and your mood swings. So if you have found this video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. As always, I release new videos every Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time. If you have any questions about this, I'd love to know in the comment section below. I will always get back to you, don't you worry. And I will see you all in my next video.